bring the scribe tip down to the tabletop to touch off and set my 0. Now, when I touch off on the table, or on any surface for that matter, I have to be careful to use a light, consistent pressure. Because if I use a little too much force, this can influence the reading I'm getting. If I keep adding pressure, pretty soon I'll actually lift the base of the height gauge off of the table. Probably not good for the gauge, and I've also ruined my measurement at the same time. So how do I get consistent results when I'm touching off on a surface? Well, let's take the scribe out of here and install an indicator in its place. Here, I'm using another new Haas tooling tool. This is a 5/10 test indicator and holding bar. Now, I'm going to install the indicator here. Let's check where we're at with this 1-inch gauge block. I'll come down and touch off on the surface plate. I like to rotate my indicator dial about 4 or 5 thou off of 0. First, we'll touch off on the granite to set our 0. As I load the stylus, I'll bring it to 0 on the indicator, slowly rotating the hand wheel here, and this gives me my 0 point on the indicator that I will return to with each measurement. I'll press the 0 button to set my 0 on the digital readout. Now, let's come up and see what we get on the gauge block. So that's good. It's reading 1.0000. But remember, if you need accuracy better than the 1 to 2 thou range, you need to use a different method or tool. Just because the readout here says this is 1.0000 inches out to 4 digits, the resolution is only to 5/10. And more importantly, the actual accuracy is plus or minus 1.5 to 2 thou. That's what height gauges in this class will get you, and that's from any reputable manufacturer. If you're in doubt, check the specs page for whatever height gauge you happen to be looking at. Also remember that when you're concerned with getting maximum accuracy from the height gauge, it's best to approach the surface you're measuring, rotating in one direction and not reverse direction before taking your reading. This minimizes any lost motion in the gears from affecting your measurement. So I'll come down, and as I near the surface, I'll slow down and move slow enough so that once I reach my 0 on the indicator, I don't overshoot and have to reverse to get back to the 0.